Hey there, Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. Today we're going to take a look at the mid-month of January for you. The Sun will be moving out of Capricorn into Aquarius. Well, for Taurus Risings, this could be a little bit difficult energy, actually. That Sun is going to conjunct with Saturn and be hanging out there squaring off with Uranus in your sign. I do think that it would be an opportunity, though, for you to get a little bit of clarity on what kind of changes you want to make. I think that would definitely help. You still have Venus, your ruling planet, moving in retrograde until the 29th of this month, and so I think that there's going to be still some shifting, some changing, some trying to figure out what it is that you want to do. It's decision-making energy, though. Okay. All right. For those of you who are really new to my channel, I want to welcome you. I have a lot going on here. So these are the mid-months. I do monthlies, I do weeklies, and I'm on Facebook. And I do daily readings over there, and I just opened up a membership portal here. If you're on an iPhone, you won't be able to find the join button, but everybody else should be able to locate it down near my name. And I hope you'll check that out. There's extended videos for all the monthlies there that cover love and soul path reading. There is major transits and how they will affect your sign. There are channelings in there, and there are meditations. So lots to see in there. So there's two levels. The first level is supporting the channel, and for that I really want to thank you. The second level is where you open up the treasure trove of goodies. So look at this. You guys have receptive feminine energy for your overall energy. You are a feminine sign. It's the energy of abundance. But this one right here, she's holding I can't think of the word. I have several of these. Pendulum. She's holding a pendulum, and she's using it for divination. So she's receiving downloads and information from spirit. She's standing in front of a harvest behind her. I think I really feel like this is, and there's so much growth here, and she's wearing shoes, which seems to matter. Okay, so it's sandals. She's not, so, I feel like there's a need to get really grounded. I feel like you really need to get grounded. So grounded, of course, can mean being barefoot. But lots of ways to get grounded. Her basket behind her looks like it has a wide variety of root vegetables in it. Saltwater baths. I feel like, wow. Ooh. Wonder you need to connect. Oh, holy moly. All right, guys, let's get into it. Wow. Okay. So, this is thoughts, feelings, actions, past, present, future. This is the key to the situation. The key to the situation is the Star card. He's using, oh my gosh, my brain is so not working today. He's navigating by the stars. I can't think of the name of it. Sextant. This is a new moon here. So we just had a new moon at the beginning of January here. So I feel like that's the new moon at the beginning of January. The star card represents clarity. It represents hope and dreams. I think in your heart space, you're asking for guidance and intuition, because I think you know where you want to go. I just don't know if you figured out quite how you're going to get there yet. So in the recent past, in the heart space, we have the fox. And the fox is looking at that salmon and trying to figure out how is he going to catch the salmon. Salmon representing, and could be wealth. It's meeting your needs, right? Your basic needs, right? A fox needs to eat. It's the emotional waters also that he's walking in. He's got his foot dipped into the emotional waters, seeking what it is that he needs. Again, the divination. On your mind has been this lily, the healing of a situation. Something that you're trying to figure out. How do you meet all of your needs and yet maintain your sense of independence? So say you want to be in a partnership. Whether this is business or personal, it doesn't really seem to matter here. I can't tell based on what's going on here. But when I see the independence come up, that means safe, healthy boundaries. So it could be partnership. It could be with your family or your group of friends. How do you meet your basic needs, your wants, your goals, and desires while remaining, having your sense of independence, of knowing who you are and not having to compromise so much of your own personal integrity? How do you set your own personal boundaries in a way that makes it safe for you to in fact heal a situation, or heal, maybe you've gotten through a heartbreak or a financial loss, but there's something where it feels like, Taurus, you guys have been having such good readings, but this one looks like you're reaching some kind of a critical point in the decision-making process. So you guys were sitting for the longest time in the healing energy, the hanged man, trying to get a new perspective, trying to see things from a different point of view. Here, I think you're starting to sort out what your goal is, because in the area of transformation, you have the paths, the ways. There's a fork in the road. It's very definitive, right? You can go left, you can go right. The clouds are lifting above it. One goes up into the forest, and the other one looks like it goes down to the water. If that means anything to you, but there's a choice, a change that has to happen here. And in the area of what action to take, we have the clouds. But what's interesting about these clouds is this is Venus going to, well, she's not direct yet. She doesn't get direct till the 29th. But on the 8th of January, she reached the Cassini, the point halfway through her retrograde, where she was directly between the Earth and the Sun, and she was lit up, and I think illumination started to come in. Boy, you have a lot of doubts about things in the area of your thought process in the future. So for the rest of January here, we got the anxiety and the anxiousness of the mice. Something is nagging at you. Something feels like it's slowly but steadily stealing your reserves. So if it's around a financial situation, there's a worry that you don't have enough money. If it's, it is a loss of resources. Some kind of a loss of resources is definitely on your mind. In the area of the heart space, you have the whips. This is very much a Capricorn card. This is being steady, disciplined, persistent, consistent. But when I see it in the heart space, it feels like repetitive patterns. We've got the wheel and the whips, right? The whip, it's like I feel like this is not the first time you've been in this situation. This outgoing card of this burden. That's the cross. The cross is considered a burden, but it's a Celtic cross. And a Celtic cross is about diving into your spirituality, and trusting your instincts, and trusting being grounded, right? That feeling of needing to be grounded. This really looks like an Ace of Pentacles, doesn't it? I have a deck. I don't know which one. I can't think of off the top of my head the name of the deck that has this almost a very similar kind of thing for their Ace of Pentacles. It might be the Crystal Visions, but anyway, it depicts a big stone for the Ace of Pentacles. It has all this Celtic writing on it. I feel like there's a new opportunity, and you could probably get a new opportunity either way you go. I don't think you could stay where you are. You're in the ship, you're moving, you're navigating. I think the clarity is coming in. It looks a little complicated there. I think you're in your head worried about loss, which I have to say, Taurus, when Taurus worries about loss, I'm always a little surprised, because nobody's better at manifesting than a Taurus, at least not financially, but I think in abundance of all sorts of ways. It usually focused determination gets you to where you want to go, but maybe it feels like such a lack of confidence in your ability. It says, pay attention to your dream time. Messages and guidance are drifting in. Balloon. And the dove. Feel and allow a deeper sense of peace to fill you now. This is a divine quality. I really feel like this is you wanting to chase down your dreams. And for some reason, chasing down your dreams is creating some kind of a financial loss. And that has you really stressed out. So it could be that you just don't like where you work anymore. But you've been there so long, and you have job security or certain benefits to it, and maybe you want to start your own business, or just actually completely shift and change careers, and it would create a financial loss to do so. You won't be at the top of the pay scale anymore. So I think that's weighing heavy on you. It could be this right here, though, makes me think there's some kind of an emotional hurt. And so if you're going through a separation, especially in marriage, you could totally be losing finances because you're having to split assets. So it could be a business loss. Maybe you invested too much in something that's taken a hit in the stock market, and it just got you totally stressed. This is so much stress here as you exit the month, and I feel like finding a way to be at peace with it, understanding that there is a divine nature to the timing, might help. Although honestly, when we're talking financial resources and Taurus, it's really hard, and that might just be the gift in it, is learning how to let go, and knowing that then you learn that you can always recoup your losses. In the area of the heart space, you have the spirit of gratitude. This is counting all of the blessings of all the things that you have. That you have so many really wonderful, truly wonderful things in your life. If you look around, there's so many petals on this flower. Kind of looks like a it looks like a lotus, but it has, gosh, so many layers to it. A grand symphony. A grand symphony means that there are things working together. A grand symphony means there's many pieces that are coming together that brings in the beauty and the joy. And here you have the endless possibilities. But see, she's receiving downloads and guidance from Spirit. Connecting into Spirit, really navigating, using your intuition, navigating by the stars, so to speak. Understanding that there are cycles to things. And this is just a cycle that needs to complete in order for something new to start. Because you're at a decision point. And maybe the problem is because there's more than one option. The endless possibilities have you a little worried about making the wrong choice. Maybe you've made the wrong choices in the past and you just don't want to repeat those mistakes. And that's what you're so worried about. What if I make that same mistake again? So we have here walk away. Let go of your burdens. See, here is the independence card, is the challenge, is becoming independent. It says, let go of your burdens and attachments, surrender your ego, and walk away. Feel the freedom and enlightenment as you rise above petty matters. Find your inner voice through the quest. No one is perfect. Accept things as they are. There is a cycle that has been very difficult. I've been watching this, but now I see that you are, So the North Node is in your sign, Taurus. The North Node is in your sign. And that means the South Node, if you're a Taurus rising, is in your house of partnership. When the North Node is in your sign, it is about recognizing and moving toward the things of Taurus. And the things of Taurus are knowing that you're abundant. The things of Taurus are knowing that you can be very grounded and that you are very much in that feminine receptive energy and your ability to draw to you everything that you need. That makes the South Node in Scorpio. And the South Node in Scorpio, if you're Taurus rising, would be in your house of partnership. But in general, the South Node in Scorpio means moving away from the energy of the things that make you feel like you have to be in complete control and power. Scorpio likes power. And when the South Node is going through Scorpio, it is about looking for where has your need to control and maintain power held you back. If the North Node were in Scorpio, it would be about stepping into your power and taking control. But it's not. It's the South Node that's there. And so when the South Node is there, it is about looking for the repetitive patterns that are holding you back and holding you down. And being willing to walk away from, they're in your heart space, right? So it feels like attitudes. Feels like judgments. Harsh judgments of yourself and of others. Harsh judgments of yourself and others. The Grand Symphony. This is the part where you understand that it takes all of the pieces of the orchestra to pull it together. Percussion cannot sound like a flute. And so people are supposed to be different. They're supposed to be independent. And so maybe for you, being willing to be who you are makes you wonder if other people are going to accept you, and maybe you've been trying really hard to fit in because all those whips are bundled up together, right? So the loss may not be about finances. It might be about loss of a community or group that you've always associated yourself with. For instance, say you decide to retire from a career, and now you're losing. Okay, I'm going to pick the military. A lot of Tauruses go into the military. So it's time to retire from the military. But if you're not in the military, then who are you? And there's that searching. They need to self-identify with who you are now. Because now you're not part of something. You're independent. You don't have to follow all the same rules and dictates of everyone around you. For me, it was like when I decided to leave the religion I was raised in behind to independently seek out my own sense of spirituality, which I can also see could be in the cards here. So maybe you're going through the spiritual awakening and it doesn't feel quite right because that's not what you've always believed. It's not what you've always followed. But you find yourself wondering, what is your truth? You're on a quest. North Node's in your sign. You're on a quest to find out who you are. It's going to be a good 18 months long. You got to be willing to leave the shore. You can't be in a ship that's navigating by the stars if you're still in port. You're going to have to set sail. All right, Taurus. I don't know if this was helpful. I really hope so. I think if nothing else, it tells you that what you're thinking in your head, you're not alone. This is the energy of Taurus right now. And so maybe there's a little peace in knowing that it isn't just you that's going through this. It is the Taurus energy right now. All right, you guys take good care. I am on Facebook. You can catch a little daily guidance over there. And I invite you to check out the membership and see if it is something that would be of interest to you. I will talk to you soon.